Hey y'all, welcome back to another fucking video. If you're riding a wave, then you're my fave. So this is gonna be more of a story time. Y'all see the title. Let's get right into it. And yes, I am standing because I have no chair to sit. Deal with it or don't. Thank you, boo. But anyways, enough of me talking. Let's just get right into it. If you got your popcorn, your drink, your blunt, whatever it is, grab it and let's get into it. All right, we're gonna go back to like 2019. Damn, I'm old. That was like 6 years ago. Six. Okay, I was in 8th grade in 2019. And I was like 15 or 16. I don't really recall. I want to say I was like 15. And this isn't really my first high experience, but this is my first edible high experience that stuck with me till today, tomorrow, and yesterday. Do you hear me? Boom. When you're young, everything is very easy for you to get influenced by. And back then, I wouldn't say peer pressure, I was a follower, but if it sounded good to me and you talked about it enough, I'm trying to see what that be like. Do you feel me? So, boom, y'all. Back in middle school, we had what, 7 classes? We had 7 classes. In this one particular class, I'm talking about packed as fuck, everybody in that bitch bad as fuck, all the athletes in that bitch. Like, this is a class that you, if you don't have it, you gonna hear about it, okay? Like, this class was like top dog. Like, if you was in this class, people would respect you. If you wasn't in this class, we don't know you. But no, it didn't really matter. But like, there was popular kids, back then when it was people pop, everybody was in that class, right? And back then, y'all, everybody knew me. I was like the popular loner. Like, everybody knew me, but I stayed to myself. Like, you would not see me in crowds. You would not see me all up in everybody's face. Like, I'll talk to you. I'm cool for sure. But like, having multiple people, like 4 people plus walking around with me every time, and always having somebody by my side. Who? This class, y'all, used to have one of my crushes in there, ex-crush, that literally turned into my bully, which we could do a story time on that later, okay? But yeah, so this class, y'all, this class was fun. It was world history. I don't remember the teacher's name, but she was cool as, like, I'm talking about, as long as we got our work done, she would let us eat. She would let us get on our phone. She would let us get on our, let us have freedom. We were like that was a class where it felt like you were in a free period. I ain't gonna lie. But we were all still passing. Hello. But yeah, y'all, I ain't gonna lie, I couldn't dress back then either. I can really dress now. As long as I look cute and I think I look cute, it is what it is. Have confidence in yourself. I could walk out right now and somebody tell me they don't like my shirt. And am I supposed to cry? But me back then, I'll really be analyzing that shit and like letting that shit sit in my head. Like, this class particularly had a lot of people that like to talk and like pick with you. And I used to be big. I should have mentioned this. I used to be big as fuck. Like dead ass. So I'll get made fun of for my weight. I'll get made fun of for eating snacks. I'll get made fun of for bringing snacks. The same motherfuckers that was bullying me, asking me for snacks. Bitch, how that work? Choose a side and stick with it, you feel me? But no, y'all, this class was so fucking fun. Like, there was people in there that I knew from elementary. There was people in there that were top athletes. There was people in there that was what do you call it? Like, top, I don't want to say top genius, but they were smart, like high IQs. So like everybody was in that bitch. So it's really like every time we go to 8th period, I can't remember. I said 8th period. I can't remember if it was 7th period or if it was 6th period, but I know, actually I'm lying. I don't remember if it was the morning period or the evening period. I know it wasn't early in the morning. That I do know. So I think it was probably like period 6. So that's more towards like the end of the day, woodle. So like I said, this class is packed. Like, there is not one seat not filled, okay? Unless they not there, unless they miss school. And I used to be a goody two shoes back then, so I would be up at school. But that all changed when I hit high school. Ooh. Anywho. So I would always sit, okay, so like, how do I explain this? There's like, when you walk in, just think of a regular classroom, but it's like, those outside classes that you have to walk outside? That's how our class was. So boom, we walk outside, but it had AC. It wasn't hot or nothing. It had a whole AC unit, thank God. 4 different desks, like I said 4 different desks, 4 different, like, 4 different groups of desks. Let me regroup, okay? And I would always sit in the back, but like the way her board was, she's like, everybody can have her view basically, because she walks and teaches in the middle, but the board is at the front. But I'm sitting like right here. So the front's like behind me type stuff. But I can still see, I'm still getting good grades. Cool. Man, everybody in my class had access to something. And when I say to something, just believe me when I say something, whether that's, you need a phone, you need a loan, you need a rental car, you need a prom dress. I'm making an example. You need that dope. you feel me? Somebody in there always got it. And because like over time, everybody just started getting close as like a class. The way we would all cheat together, until this day, I don't see nothing wrong with cheating. If we all pass, then let's all last. Okay? Do you like when do you feel me? Why not just try to rhyme? But anyways, yeah. And I was sitting at a table particularly with some people I already knew. And most people in the class I had already known, so I've already had like bonds and connections with most of these people, right? And I usually I want to say this was the end period, like more like sixth or seventh period for real, like because if I would be eating, it would be like the day has already like bypassed mostly. I back then I would not be eating breakfast. I lied. I would get there early so I could eat breakfast. But like eating during classes was not like me for real. But by the time I got to world history or whatever geography, whatever why did I say geography? World history, I was hungry as shit. So, you know, I'm pulling out snacks and whatnot. And my one friend, we gonna call her A, okay? We used to sit at the table together and whatnot, and every time I would have snacks, she'd be like, "Oh, can I get some?" and stuff. I'll give her some because I used to come with fat ass bags of chips, fat ass bags of something. Okay, it never failed. Whether it was in a plastic bag, a Ziploc bag, a Walmart bag, I had a bag. So we would, and I'm getting to that bag. Thank you. But yeah, me and A, we used to be really cordial, cool. Like we would not hang out outside of school, but in school we was really cool. Like yeah. So she is a sweet girl. We're still cool to this day. Shout out to A. But yeah, she was like, "Oh, can I get some of the snacks and stuff like that?" And I was like, "Yeah, sure." And there was one particular time while we was talking, because I used to come up in that bitch, "Hi, y'all," like, "Hi," like she was like, "Girl," like so that ended up becoming a topic, and she was like, "Oh, I didn't know that you know do woota woota woota." And at this period of time, I was on carts down bad, like you couldn't. I will fight a bitch about my cart, like that's how bad it was. Now, I haven't hit a cart in years, but. And I won't. I don't care to. A dispo is different. But back then, when we was in middle school and high school, carts were the thing. If you didn't have a cart, you had no money. If you didn't have no cart, you was not cool. Like it was. And I'm just being real. So she was like, "Tell me how I'm always smoking that. I should try the actual thing, like the food." And I was like, like the food. I was like, "Girl, like I don't know how to make those. I know some people. I already got a plug that got all the little 1-2s or whatnot." She's like, "No, like what you got? That's not. This ain't that. Like this is not gonna snack. Your shit's not smacking." Basically, she called my shit mid. Oh, okay, cool. So then I gotta hurry up because I don't want my phone to die. She like, "My brother make them. I can get you." Ooh, she like, we basically planned it out. She told me she gonna bring it to me tomorrow. Like we talking about we have a whole itinerary at school with an edible. Are we cool? So I was just telling her like, "Okay, girl, just be careful. Like as long as it doesn't smell, because we don't need to get in trouble. And you know, I already got stuff on me. I don't need to be getting in trouble nor getting checked. Thank you." So she's like, "I got you, boo. Like it don't smell. I'm bringing you one tomorrow." So tomorrow rolls around. Y'all, I'm excited. I'm nervous because I'm like, I don't know how this is gonna hit. And like she said, I didn't tell y'all, but she said she was gonna bring me a brownie. So I'm thinking, okay, like it's gonna taste good and stuff like that. I go to class, I'm happy as fuck. Like I can't wait. Because back then, I know I was fiend. I would be high all day, every day. Not even playing. 9 times out of 10, I would hit my cart and take somebody edible. Like 9 times out of 10, I would come to school high and still in my car and get high again. Like I was like, I could not make it the whole day without being high. So yes, I used to be in bed. But anyways, so I'm walking up in the class. I'm geeked up, looking for a eater. I go sit down, minding my motherfucking business. I had snacks that day. But my high was slowly starting to wear off. Thank goodness, because I was like, I don't know. I wanted to see how hers was gonna hit by itself without like my high and her high. I had smoked before I came to school, and like probably like 2 or 3 periods before this period. So my high was already kind of coming down. So I was like, okay, I'll just wait till we see what A's stuff is talking about. Does it really hit though? So then she come in, y'all. She is looking at me. I'm looking at her. And I was thinking, whoa, 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 I'm scared. So she come to the table. She said, "Girl, I don't think you ready for this. He made a fresh good batch." I said, "What? Fresh good batch?" So we waiting. We letting the teacher do what she got to do. Walk around, do her 1-2s. And when she get done walking around, she goes to sit down at her desk. So she can't really see the pack. She get done with her lesson, woota, woota, woota. And she pulls it out. What? In the middle class? I'm like, oh, she bold. So she been doing this. Her brother is older than her. So I think when we were in middle school, he was like in high school about to graduate. So he already knew the rundown. You know what I'm saying? So all she had to do was ask him, and she got it. Hello. So she whip it out, and I'm like, oh shit, I'm thinking it's gonna look all exotic and like, you know, this is like my first edible homemade. Like not from the store, not from the smoke shop, not like So I'm looking at it, I'm like, girl, this looks like a brownie. Like that's what I say. I was like, this looks like a brownie. She's like, that's the whole point. You gotta make it work. Like, not make it work, you gotta make it look realistic. Like nobody knows there's weed in here. It's just a brownie. I was like, okay, where are you? So it was a fat ass piece of brownie. Like I'm talking about like, hold on, like this big, y'all, like dead ass. And we split it in half. She took some and I took some. So I'm like, you know what? I ain't pussy trying to show off and act like I know what I'm doing. Yo, I took a big ass piece. I took like half. For my first time having homemade edible, I should not have did that. I should not have did that, y'all. I take it. And this is at the beginning of class. She didn't tell me it was gonna smack like that. Oh goodness. So it's about like 10 minutes after I've already ate it. 10 to 15 minutes. Because that class was like, it was a 2-period class. Oh, okay. It was a 2-period class, and that was my later class, because it was basically like 30 minutes, then it was a break, and then the same class. It was because like we had to have break periods so other people could transition to their classes basically while we get a break, but we just come back to the same class. So yeah, y'all, everything was moving. I'm talking about, okay, 15 minutes later, stuff is starting to move, y'all. Like stuff is starting to move. Like I'm looking around the classroom and I'm like, bro, shit's like moving with my eyes. I felt like I was having an out of body experience, y'all. Like, so I'm trying to, okay, I'm like, y'all, this shit, I'm telling myself like, okay, this shit's hitting, like, I'm high as fuck. But the way it was hitting, like, I'm finna freak the fuck out. So it's probably like 15 more minutes passed. So we probably like almost 30 minutes in the class. I am geeked. I had to put my head down because every time I would look up, everything was just like this, like literally like a euphoric moment. So I bring my head back up. Everything is dazed, bro. Like how I'm feeling is like what I'm seeing. Like I don't know how to explain it, but I'm telling her I'm gonna bleep that out. Everything is moving. She like, girl, it's starting to hit you, starting to smack. And I'm like, girl, I got this deep ass like I feel crazy. Like I feel like I just stepped out of my body, but I'm looking at my body while watching my body from a POV perspective of my own body. Doesn't that sound crazy? So I'm looking around the room and I look at the teacher and I'm like, she knows. She's gonna know I'm high. Like she's gonna know I'm high. And y'all, I promise you, I kid you not, I look at the door. That hoe is like moving like this, like as if, like what? I'm like, why is I'm like, why is everything moving? Like, bro, like I'm trying to calm down. My heart is beating out my motherfucking chest like bad boy. Like, so I'm like, okay, if I eat, I'll be okay. I'll be fine. I believe it was like goldfish, because I used to be on goldfish down bad back then, or some hot chips. It was something pretty heavy and fatty. So I get to eating, y'all. Of course, if you don't know, but I'm gonna tell you, when you do an edible on an empty stomach and then you eat, even if you don't do it on an empty stomach and you eat on an edible, you're gonna be 10 times more higher, because edibles stick to the fat. So I ate, and when I tell you, I was about to fucking have a panic attack. After I got done eating, I had to stop. I'm like, bro, I need to, like, I don't know what I need to do. I need to get fresh air, but I can't go get fresh air because the fucking door's moving. Then the teacher's gonna know. Like, it's just so much running through my head. I'm like, this girl done set me up. Like, so I'm starting to tell her, like, are you sure? Like, this, like, you put Zot in this? Like, she's like, girl, you're just high as fuck. Like, you're paranoid. And I say, I am paranoid. You think everybody else can see what I got going on? They can feel what I got going on? I go to get up. Like I said, we had a break period. I go to get up because I had to use the restroom to do something. I'm talking about, I step outside. Oh no, I literally felt like I was gonna throw up. Like I'm like clenching my stomach and all type of shit. But I'm geeked. Like I feel good, but I feel like I'm gonna have a panic attack. So I'm telling myself, you know what? Calm down. This is not real. You're only feeling like this in the moment. This is not real. So I'm trying to tell myself, enjoy the high, enjoy the high. So I go to the restroom, and that's what I'm telling myself. Like, calm down. Walk back in that class. Act like nothing ever happened. Act like the bad bitch that you are. Sit down and be pretty. Thank you. So I don't know how long I was in that bathroom. I ain't gonna lie. I was standing in that mirror for a minute just talking to myself. So I come back, and the teacher gonna ask me if I'm okay. Am I okay? I forgot to mention this too. My teacher was so real. She used to give us all snacks. So I used to ask her for snacks. And this one particular day, I did not ask her for snacks. So I guess that's why she asked me if I was okay. But she probably asked me if I was okay because I was actually showing signs of not being okay. The whole time I thought I was okay because I was just in a high moment. Hopefully y'all caught on to that. So I come back in and I'm like, yeah, I'm okay. As I'm walking, everything feels like it's moving like this. Like even me, right? Like I feel like I'm like, okay, I need to make it to my seat. So I'm trying to walk straight like this, but I know I'm moving. So I get to my seat and I'm like, I keep saying your name, girl. I'm so sorry. I'm like, I'm geeked. I be geeked up, and then I tell her, I'm like, I fuck with these. Like, I'm high as fuck right now. Like, I didn't think these was gonna hit. Moral of the story, I managed to calm myself down before actually having a whole panic attack and getting me, her, and everybody else in trouble that do saw. Because I'm talking about the dogs would have been called, the cops would have been called, like, and the police station at the school I was going to at the time was down the street. I'm talking about you could run there, they could run to us. So, no. And then y'all moving forward, the way me and Alexa started getting high in that class together all the time, it was so fun. I was so geeked. I feel like I've had the best geeks when I was way younger, like 15 to like 19. From the teens, those were my best highs. But yeah, y'all, I don't want my phone to die on y'all. I hope y'all made it this far, and if y'all did, I appreciate y'all so much. Make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe. And also, I forgot to mention this now, I do know how to make my own, so there will be no trip out. It will be geek. And moving forward, I will only take people's stuff if I see them make it or if I know them for real. I really don't take stuff from people anyways, but that was crazy. If you see this girl, how you been? Her birthday just passed. Happy belated birthday to you, girl. I hope you enjoyed it. But that's it for this video. Please make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe, and turn on the post notifications if you haven't already. I know I'm repeating myself, but bye. See y'all in the next freaking video episode movie. We out.